Hi guys, we're on a Mercedes SLK today. Hope everyone's alright. This one has got the infamous Mercedes fault, which is steering lock failure, electronic steering lock failure. I've done a diagnostic already, comes back as failed steering lock. I knew it already. Told the customer what needs doing. We're going to have to remove the steering column, steering wheel, everything, and the ignition switch in order to get the failed steering lock out. So I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do it. Firstly, we're going to have to remove the bottom covers, obviously, all the cowlings, steering wheel, airbag, disconnect the battery before you do it, obviously. And then all these plastics. The clocks, I believe, can stay in. We'll see. I haven't done one on an SLK before. But yeah, I'll start digging into it, start taking everything apart. To take the steering wheel off, you've got to pierce these two dimples, I believe, because there's no other way of doing it. Just put something thin in there and then poke the tabs and that'll pop off, and then we can get the steering wheel off and we can get everything else off. The slip ring, the cowling, everything, and then take the bolts off the steering column. There's two bolts here, there's two bolts there, and then undo it from the steering rack and then lift the entire assembly out. Let's get started. So we've got the bottom cover off. Obviously undo everything that you need to, OBD socket, pull this up through here to get it removed and out of the way. That then gives us access to the steering column. So these bolts have got to come out. You've got to take this bolt here out. But yeah, I'll show you that shortly. Let's get the steering wheel off now. Right, so next we'll have to take the steering wheel off. And this is a bit weird, but to do this, you have to, there's two little dimples in the back of the steering wheel here. Little dimple there. And you have to put a screwdriver, pierce the actual steering wheel and then push, and that releases the airbag. So let me just get the other side, one sec. Let's show you this side. So can you see there's a little dimple? You just pierce it and push. Might have to do it two-handed, one sec. And yeah, so that just popped out. And there you go. So if we disconnect those connectors, disconnect that connector, and then remove that bolt, steering wheel comes off. So before you remove the steering wheel, you need to disconnect this connector from that socket, and then also disconnect this little earth strap, because when you remove the steering wheel, I do believe these will get pulled on if you don't do that. So just do that now. So then we need a 10mm Allen key, like so. One second. My impact wasn't strong enough, luckily my hands were. That's only my little one, I've got a bigger one, that would have ripped it straight out. Get that out. Like so, and they are actually marked up. Just double check those marks. Yeah, I'm just going to put another mark on there just to be safe. It is actually marked, but I'm just going to mark it up just so we know 100% which way it came off. So I've just got a little blue mark on there just so I know where it's come off, and then voila, steering wheel's off. Next we need to remove this, and I believe this just slides off once it's unclipped from around here. So let me just do that now. So yeah, that literally just pulls off. There are connectors in here that you need to undo. One right there. There's sometimes two. Once that's undone, we can actually get a steering column out. So if you just get yourself a little pick, there's a little piece of plastic that you need to pull off shaft that locks the tab lock there, and then you can just put the little prongs in and pull it out. Voila. So next, I believe we just need to... What do we need to do? I think that's actually it now. I think we just need to get as much of this plastic surround off as we can. I'll get that off now, and then we can undo the steering column and it should just come out. So yeah, on the SLK, I don't believe you actually need to remove this, or because this won't come through anyway. There's a big aluminium base on the back of that and it won't come through. On C classes, E classes, you can slide it up through this way, but I think there's enough space to undo it and slide it down. So what we're going to do is we're going to undo this bolt here, which is going to be tricky because it's round the back and it's an Allen key and it's locked in that position, and there's no other way of getting it off. So yeah, I'm going to have to struggle getting that, but we will do it. And then we'll get these two bolts out, and then there's two more at the top, same with these, and then we'll just drop the whole thing down and slide it out. Fingers crossed. The steering lock is up behind the back of here. So we did the T45 Torx in the back, which was that one that holds the steering column in. We did all these, I think these are E10s, E8s, something like that. I used a 10mm socket just because I couldn't be asked to get them out of the van. Disconnect the green connector there that you can see from the back of the steering lock, and this has just dropped straight out. So there's actually enough room to turn it around fully and take it out. And there we go. So this is the failed item, and that's what we're going to have to cut out. So I have to take this spring out, remove this, disassemble this, and then we're going to have to cut this cage out in order to remove it. It's a right pain in the backside, but we'll do it. We've done it before, we'll do it again. So we'll stop filming for now. I'll show you the procedure on how to repair the steering lock. We also need to remove this because we're going to need the info off this. You can literally just turn, as you can see, you just turn that ring. Oh no, I need to use a screwdriver. Turn that ring, remove that, take the steering lock out the back from there, sorry, the ignition switch, and then we're going to need to get the info off this in order to get a replacement one of these. So we'll leave this video here for now. So thanks for watching, and we'll be back once we're doing some more work. So I'll just show how to get this ignition switch out. I always do that in the video too soon. Just put a screwdriver in there, undo that. That then pulls out the back. There is a connector that needs removing. Sorry, two connectors that need removing. I'll show it once it's out of the way. 1 sec. And there's the steering lock. This sits in the bottom of it. You just push it forward and it slides out. And there's obviously two connectors on the rear. And once you've undone it, you need to just give it a little pry from behind because there's two little tabs that just hold it in place as well. So yeah, we'll get this. We'll get this and the steering lock sorted. We'll get them reinstalled, come back out, get it all back together, and show you that the vehicle actually starts now. Oh, actually, well, once the work's done. So we're back on this SLK. I've missed a load of this procedure out because I've just been too busy and I forgot to film, which is the honest answer. I forgot to film. So the steering column's back on. We've got the emulator programmed to the ignition lock fitted to the steering column. I didn't film me removing the damaged steering lock out of the steering column because again I forgot, but it's all back together now. We've got the emulator in, we've got the ignition matched up to the emulator, and we've got an airbag fault on at the minute because the airbag was disconnected. So we're just going to do a scan now, clear any faults, and then I'll show you the vehicle starting up. Obviously got a load of faults coming up because the ignition's been faulty, disconnected, etc, etc. Steering lock disconnected, steering lock faulty. So there's going to be loads of communication faults between modules. We're just going to do a full quick erase, clear all the faults out of the vehicle, do another scan, make sure it's all clean, and then we'll start it up. So just done a quick erase, scan's complete, all clear, no faults. And as you can see, apart from the bonnet being open apparently, voila, there you go, all okay, no faults. So that's how you sort the electronic ignition faults, steering lock faults out on a Mercedes. This works on any Mercedes, Vito, E-Class, C-Class, etc. They're all the same system. So yeah, if anyone needs any help with getting this one done on their vehicle, getting this job, just give us a shout, leave us a comment, we'll give you the email address so that you can get in touch, and yeah, you can get us to do the repair for you on your vehicle too. So yeah, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.